Orlando. What happens? The Magic win big twice, 121-83, 112-89. So home court advantage has clearly been huge in this series. Now we head back to Cleveland, and Orlando seems to have the quote-unquote momentum, hate that word, because while the Magic are a league best 51-33-1 against the number still, you cannot deny they are just not as strong a team on the road. They're 18-25 straight up away from home this year, 21-20-2 against the number. At home, 31-11 straight up, 29-13 against the spread. So what I want to do here for tonight's Game 5 is focus on the first quarter. It's something I previously talked about on both the Morning Wager, my new show with Mark Zinno, and the NBA Tip-Off show. The Cavs have played the Magic 7 times this season with a healthy Donovan Mitchell in the lineup. 6 of those times, they've won the first quarter. 4 of those 6, they've been ahead by double digits at the end of the first quarter. That's not really a shock to me. Orlando, full season, bottom third in the league in first quarter net rating. They're a slow starting team. By the way, the one time the Cavs did not win the first quarter was Game 3 in Orlando. I actually bet the Magic first half in that game as they were in a desperate state, down 0-2, returning home. But even then, even in that game where Orlando won the first quarter, the Cavs were ahead 21-18 with 3 minutes to go. The Magic closed the quarter out on a big run. Given they're back home tonight, guys, and how the second half played out on Sunday, I'd say the Cavs desperately, and I do mean desperately, need a strong start to this game. As you know, I live here in Cleveland. I can tell you the natives were getting restless with J.B. Bickerstaff. If they get off to a bad start in this game, there's going to be a lot of groaning at the Rocket Mortgage FieldHouse. I think people are ready to throw in the towel on this game. So I think the home team comes out strong. And for what it's worth, the market does agree, Teddy. Seems to have the same idea. You look at the Wager Talk odds screen. We've seen some books already move this first quarter number from minus 1.5 to -2. I would lay it with the Cavs.
So the Cleveland Cavaliers was really a strong unit for extended stretches. When they went on that huge run in January before the All-Star break, the Cavs bench was huge. Down the stretch, they cooled off. Here in the postseason, that bench has been pretty bad. All right, let's be real. The 2 games down in Orlando, Cleveland's bench got badly outplayed in both of those games. And all the Magic did as a young team was gain confidence. So here we have a team, and you're going to get bench action at the end of the first quarter. You know, that's how Orlando went on their run in the one that they did. You're going to get that Cavs bench in play. You're going to get an Orlando team that has all the momentum and all the confidence right now. And you have Cleveland coming off that 29-point second half in which I don't want to say that Orlando figured out how to stop Cleveland, but Orlando's figured out how to stop this team. Are you worried about any of that stuff from the get-go?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, the second half was a complete disaster. Of course, I mean, you could also choose to focus on the first half where Cleveland looked really good. And I want to talk about role players, home versus road. Obviously, that's such a big talking point in this series with the home team winning all 4 games. It's always been my belief role players are better at home than on the road. So when we do see those reserves come in, Teddy, I expect the Cavs reserves to be better than they were in games 3 and game 4, and conversely, Orlando's reserves not to be as good as they were in game 3 and game 4. Again, Orlando is just overall not the same team on the road as they are at home. And it's so similar to me as like what we saw in game 3. The Cavs are the more desperate team right now. They cannot afford a bad start. Otherwise, I don't see a game script where the Cavs get off to a slow start and come back to win, believe it or not. So I think they're going to have a huge priority on starting this game strong, and that's why I like them in the first quarter tonight.